Boys and girls, we are back with another video and game week 3 is upon us. So this video, quick, is going to be for wildcard players. So like myself, I last week played the limitless chip in game week 2. If you did the same, this is the video for you. We are going to go over the wildcard, we're going to go over some teams that are going to be resting players and probably which players they should be, and some fixtures you should look at targeting, alright? So quick, short, sharp little video. Before we get into it, if you like this, give it a like, give it a subscribe, helps me massively, gets the video out there for others to help with, alright? So let's dive right into it. So as I mentioned, game week 3 is going to probably be the most chaotic game week of the lot. So teams that have already qualified are going to be resting players. Teams that haven't qualified yet are going to be playing their main players. So it's going to be a bit chaotic as to which players you should be looking to bring in. So on this chart here, I have broken it up into 3 different categories: will play, may play, and won't play. So as you'll see, the will play players are the teams that are looking to still qualify or in a precarious position in their little groups. Starting from the top, it's going to be players like Harry Kane and John Stones. I know they haven't been banging in goals like they should be, but Harry Kane isn't in form. He needs to play. They need to gel before the group stages. Same as Spain. I'm recording this before the Spain game tonight, so this may change slightly for the Spanish team, but Pau Torres and Moreno will play. I believe Moreno has done enough now, that Morat has screwed up enough, that if Moreno plays tonight for the Spanish team, whether he's starting, he will play in that 3rd game week. Go on to the Ukraine team, who are playing amazing football and are scoring a shitload of points. Ukraine, Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk. These 2 blokes will play because they are still looking to qualify for their group. So move on to the last 2 spots, and we're looking at Denier for Belgium. He walked into the team in game week 2. He made that mistake early on, but don't stress, he will be in the team. I believe he's going to play in the 90 minutes, especially with a weakened Belgian team happening. In the last position there is the Russian guy, Dzyuba, and he will play as well. They will be looking to try to get themselves qualified as well. So moving on to the next column, it'll be the may play category. Now this will depend on how the fixtures for Portugal, for example, go in this game week. If they do win their next game, they will have qualified. So will Ronaldo play? Don't know. Will Ronaldo want to play is another question. That's why it ends up in this column. Same as Diego Jota. If there's a person that's probably going to be rotated, if it's not Ronaldo, it's probably him. So these 2 guys fall into that 50-50 category. So don't be surprised if you have them in your team and they play either reduced minutes or don't play at all. Next up is the English guys. And this is a tough one. So Foden and Sterling have started both of the last 2 games. Do they change it up? Do they go with Grealish and Rashford? I believe that might be on the cards. I believe this could happen. So, and even Sancho is in this as well. So don't rule out Sancho starting either. So you're then going on to the German team, and depending on how their game goes in this next round tonight, Havertz and Gundogan should play. They should be getting minutes. But if they fall apart and they're looking to, I don't know, play some new players or something, I don't know. German team could be a bit flaky depending on how this all goes tonight. And then your last 2 guys is 2 blokes that have been on fire for this Czech Republic team, Schick and Sufal. Now, again, it all depends on their situation in their group. I believe they're going to play. I would put him in my team, especially Schick. He is killing it at the moment, but it's still a bit of a flaky call, so don't be surprised if he doesn't play. Now we move on to the guaranteed won't play players. Now, these are the players from clubs that are already qualified and looking to rest some players before they move into their knockout stages. And we start with the Italians. Obviously, Immobile and Insigne have been pivotal to that starting Italian lineup, and both of them won't play. So, if you've got them in your team, it's a good time to get them out of your team. Onto the Netherlands team, and you're walking into those same kind of players too. You've got Captain Wijnaldum and Depay. Those 2 guys have been fundamental in this Netherlands team. They're qualified, they're done. I believe they will either rest both of them or at least reduce their minutes heavily. Same as the Belgium team. Now, it's the wrong Hazard, brother, but, you know, Thorgan and Lukaku have both played a shit ton of minutes, so both of them should get a rest in this 3rd game. They may come on for the final few minutes, but they'll definitely get a pretty hefty rest. And then we go on to the French team. Should they beat Hungary tonight, then they'll be qualified as well, and then that'll mean 2 of their front 3 will definitely get a rest, and I believe that's going to be Mbappe and Benzema, but also don't be surprised if it turns out to be Griezmann. So next up is a few fixtures in game week 3 that I would look to target, and that I've put in 4 here. So this is teams that I think are going to win, and these are players that I would look to be targeting as differential players rather than just picking on the main teams. So Switzerland, Turkey looks like a brilliant game for Switzerland. Shaqiri, Embolo, and even Sommer should get some points in this game. Ukraine and the Austrian team, this will be a banger of a game. I can see a bunch of goals happening here, and who better than Yarmolenko and Yamchuk to actually gather some points. Now I've thrown Zinchenko in there. Obviously they haven't kept a clean sheet yet, which has been a bit of a bummer for him, but I can see him doing something in this game. Next up is the Spain-Slovakia game, and this will be a very, very important game for Spain. So they'll be playing a very much a full-strength sort of squad, and that's where Fernand Torres, Alba, and Moreno come into it. You know, they'll be fundamental in this game. And then last up is the Germany-Hungary game, and from the looks of the Hungarian team, you know, against France and against Portugal, they are very open. They are getting attacked against, and they are going to cop it from this German team. So I would be bringing in their main lines players like Gnabry and Havertz, and even that Gundogan guy that comes running into the edge of the box and will be slotting home something easy. So these guys are what I'd be looking to bring in for the game week 3, because you can almost guarantee that these guys will start, play heavy minutes, and get you some points. Alright guys, and that's it for this little video. As I said, it's a quick one to get out before game week 3 kicks off. So I'm not going to run over teams and try to build a whole brand new team for you guys. I've given you a selection of players to pick. If you've got any players that you're interested in or want to know about, or you think might be good, hit me up in the comments, let me know. I'll be replying back to you. So if you want my open thoughts on some things that you've got in your head, by all means hit me up and let me know. So if you liked the video, give us a like, leave a comment, give us a subscribe. It makes it great. It gets the reach out there and helps other players like you. So until the next video, boys, I will see you then.